Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Let me start by welcoming you to the Catalyst on what is a very special day for our University of Staffordshire graduates and their guests. Before we begin, I should say that in the unlikely event of an emergency, an alarm will sound. Marshals at each of the emergency exits located at the sides and rear of the hall and gallery spaces will then guide you to the assembly points and ensure that you exit safely. I'm Jenny Amphlett, and it is my genuine privilege to be your MC for today's ceremonies. You are in the heart of our campus, in our flagship building, and we are delighted to have you with us. Everyone here at the university knows just how important this day is for our graduates, and so I'd like to take a few moments to walk you through how the ceremony will work and what happens afterwards. The ceremony will commence as the platform party make their way to their seats behind me. Our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, will then make a short address. The Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean will then move to the lower platform, ready to receive graduands. Now, graduands, I know, having spoke to some of you, that crossing the stage is the bit of the day that you are most excited and perhaps also most nervous about. Hopefully, I can help you to relax and enjoy it by explaining exactly what to do. Each of you will be guided by our team of ushers to come to the platform to receive your award. The name of each graduand will be announced individually and by course before they cross the lower platform. Please do take care as you cross the platform, particularly as there is a slight incline as you walk on and off. So please do take your time and make the most of the moment. When you walk across the lower platform, please doff your cap twice to both the Vice-Chancellor and your Executive Dean. Now, to help you, there's a little cross on the carpet which shows you the perfect place to do the first doff of your cap so that we can capture it on camera. Just don't doff too early. Don't doff halfway up the ramp. And then once you've crossed the stage, our ushers will be there to guide you back to your seat. And that's it. And that's probably enough talk about doffing for one day. Guests, this is your opportunity to celebrate the amazing achievements of the person you are here with today. Whilst we ask you to remain seated as the graduands cross the platform, we do want to encourage you to celebrate their success and reward the hard work that goes into gaining an academic award. So please, during the ceremony, don't be shy. Do make some noise. Cheering and applause is certainly permitted. In fact, it's positively encouraged. So shall we have a little practice? On a count of 3, let's all give a big cheer for the graduating class of 2025. 1, 2, 3. Come on, I know you can do better than that. The platform party's just outside. Let's raise the roof. Come on, 1, 2, 3. That's more like it, everyone. Shall we see if we can keep that up for the next hour? Now, at the end of the ceremony, we would ask that all graduates and guests stand as the platform party leaves the ceremony hall. Once the platform party has left, graduates, you will follow on and be met by your guard of honor. Guests, we would ask that you please remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the building. We will then head outside where our photographer and marshals will choreograph that iconic cap throw photograph, which we're going to attempt no matter what the weather might throw at us. It's already rained quite a bit today, and it hasn't stopped us yet, so we're going to attempt it. After that, well, it's party time in the LRV where there will be music, refreshments, photography and merchandise. And just one more thing, our Chancellor, the author, explorer and TV presenter, Major Levison Wood, is unfortunately unable to be with us today, but he has sent you a message.
Hello everyone, it's Levison Wood, your Chancellor here from deep in the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. I just want to say a massive congratulations to the University of Staffordshire class of 2025 You've hacked your way through the jungle of dissertations and deadlines, but now it's time to explore the world beyond. So just remember, keep a sense of adventure alive, stay curious, and remember that every great journey starts with the courage to take the first step. So congratulations again.
Thank you, Levison. And so, without further ado, let's enjoy what will surely be one of the most memorable days in the lives of our graduates. Please, can I invite you to stand if you are able as the ceremony begins and we welcome our platform party. I invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, to deliver the opening address.
I declare that the convocation of University of Staffordshire 2025 is now assembled. Honoured guests, colleagues around the university, graduates and your friends. As Vice-Chancellor of University of Staffordshire, I welcome you warmly on this very special occasion, a celebration of achievements of our class of 2025. Today, we mark the success of our graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences and the Department of Psychology. We also welcome and celebrate the success of our graduates from our education partners, Sherwood Institute. Graduands, congratulations on reaching this incredible milestone today. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember the world is constantly evolving and changing. The skills and knowledges you have gained here, though, are your foundation, but your ability to adapt, innovate, and embrace change will be your greatest assets going forward. I want you to feel that today is your day, your special day, an opportunity to properly celebrate your significant achievements and to reflect indeed on how far you've come to be here. I also wish to pay tribute to university staff, your friends and family and colleagues who've encouraged and inspired you throughout your studies, culminating in your graduation here today. I take this opportunity also to pay tribute to students who, due to tragic circumstances, will not be fulfilling their career potential, but have nevertheless touched the lives of the people that have taught them and who have studied alongside them. They are fondly remembered here today, and this is a celebration of achievement too. As a university, we pride ourselves on our talented students, and here is just a taster. Our psychology graduates today continue to exemplify the values that define our university: ambitious and inspirational, fair and inclusive, curious and daring, innovative yet enterprising. This year's successes highlight not only academic excellence, but also, I think, the power of applied psychology to transform lives, influence practice, and shape a more compassionate world around us. Students on our MSc Health Psychology course have achieved remarkable achievements indeed. Stephanie Hayward and Karina McHale both secured placements funded by the rare disease charity HAE UK, exploring health professionals' experience of working with patients affected by hereditary angioedema. Their research, important research, culminated in presentations at the British Psychological Society's East and West Midlands Festival of Psychology, where Stephanie's poster received high praise from the HAE UK Chief Executive. Stephanie went on to secure a role as research assistant on a second HAE project, conducting detailed analysis into women's experiences of the condition and presenting her findings at national level. Also graduating today, Holly Hume and Abby Brown are further examples of the determination and growth of psychology. Abby's journey through the MSc Psychology programme, I think, reflects dedication and impressive personal progress, because she continues her studies through to a PGCE with us here at Staffordshire. Holly has excelled academically and professionally, earning very high praise through her PhD interviews and now embarking on doctoral study with us, focuses on maternal risk perception of prenatal events. And Holly's journey, I think, is also testament to the focus and academic excellence that we have at this university. At doctoral level, our clinical psychology graduates collectively have produced research of national importance and impact. Today, Jessica Head saw her work featured in publication of the Home Affairs Committee inquiry into violence against women and girls. A remarkable achievement too, highlighting our research and how it informs real-world policy. Likewise, today, Katie Peters and Jessica Kenworthy published a joint paper in Clinical Psychology Forum based on their service evaluations with the Midlands Partnership University NHS Foundation Trust. Their research explored the integration of trainee clinical associate psychologists within the NHS services. An example, I think, of applied research making an immediate difference in and for professional practice. Meanwhile, Elimi Jukes published her scoping review on burnout amongst peer workers in Advances in Mental Health, contributing valuable insights into workforce well-being. And Amy Harrison successfully secured funding to design a virtual reality graded exposure therapy program for MRI phobia, a highly innovative project that blends psychology science with cutting-edge technology to improve patient experience. And importantly, together, I think these achievements represent the heart of what we do at our Department of Psychology. We empower our students and researchers to combine empathy with evidence, curiosity with courage, and learning with real-world impact. Because each graduate here today leaves us not only with a qualification, but also the tools and compassion to make a genuine difference in the worlds around them. Why is this the case? Because our university exists to level the playing field, a university driven by the belief that talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. This is why we're proud to be ranked top 5 for first-generation students in the Mayo University Guide 2026, and second in social inclusion for England and Wales in the Times and Sunday Times Good University Guide, also 2026. And our university was also named equal first in the UK in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2025. For our contribution to access to quality of education, recognising in particular our support for students who are first in their family to experience a university education. We believe in building skills not only that transform lives, but also uplift communities. This is why we're also proud to be recognised third in the UK for career prospects in the 2025 Watch Uni Choice Awards, based entirely on student feedback. These accolades and this accolades are more than just a ranking. I think they reflect the heart of our mission at this university. The mission is to help every student, regardless of background, not just find a job, but also to build a meaningful future. Why? Because we know that true success is more than employment numbers. It's about empowering people to thrive, to lead, and to crucially make a difference. At this point in these ceremonies, it is traditional of me to reflect on the journeys of those who've gone on to achieve remarkable things. This summer, our Chancellor, Major Leveson Wood, who you've already met on the screen, world explorer, author and filmmaker, delivered a powerful TEDx talk at this university, in this room, in this building, titled Everything You Want is the Other Side of Fear. Leveson spoke about how fear is simply not something you overcome, it's something you work with, a signal, a guide and a catalyst for growth. Drawing on his own life-threatening experiences in global travels, Leveson reminded us that courage doesn't mean being fearless. It also means moving forward despite our fears. That the cave we fear to enter often holds the treasures that we seek. So graduands, whether you're stepping into a new job, continuing your studies, or indeed taking time to figure out your unique path, you will encounter fear and uncertainty. But uncertainty and fear is not your enemy, it's the beginning of your discovery. So when fear taps you on the shoulder before an interview, a presentation, a new beginning, know it's a sign that you're about to grow. Because then on the other side of fear may be and may lie your biggest opportunity, your boldest moment yet, your real magic. And in a world constantly changing faster than ever, your ability to be creative with compassion, and compassion is really important, will always matter. And your encouragement and your courage, whether it's quiet or loud it may be, will be the thing that always carries you forward. My advice to you, and lots of people will have advice to you, of course, my advice to you is to build strong networks, yet seek out your mentors. Look for the kind of success that doesn't just elevate you, but uplifts others around you as a community. Why? Because our class of 2025 has the power to drive meaningful change, not just in careers and industries, but also in communities and conversations. The future needs you, it needs your voice, your values, and your vision at the same time. And as you leave here today, remember success is never and not a straight line. It is a winding path with contours, detours, doubts and discoveries. But with purpose, persistence and perseverance, you'll find your way. I wish you every success in the journey ahead, and I hope you truly enjoy today. Today is about a celebration about how far you've come, but also a launch pad for where you're heading next. Honoured guests and platform party, please be upstanding, if you can please. Upstanding, let's see how much noise we can make to welcome the class of 2025.
I invite the Head of Department, Kirsty Apps, to present the graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you those students within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology who have gained the following awards. For work including research on exploring the experiences of adults who have been exposed to problematic parental substance use during childhood, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Hayley Rose Ansell. For work including research on the experiences of clinical psychologists leaving the NHS, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Claudia Sabula. For work including research on exploring the lived experiences of Black, Asian and minority ethnic adults who have been detained under the Mental Health Act, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Krishna Chauhan. For work including research on barriers and facilitators to peer support in early intervention in psychosis, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Catherine Coates. For work including research on how adolescents experiencing mental distress make sense of the concept of self-compassion, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Charlotte Cochrane. For work including research on shaping psychologically informed community mental health teams, a grounded theory of how clinical psychologists influence practice, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Emily Francesca Cosentino. For work including research on prison officers' experiences of trauma-informed care in a Young Offenders Institute, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Luke Davis. For work including research on compassion fatigue and compassion satisfaction in staff working in insecure hospitals, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Emily Jane Dukes. For work including research on childhood trauma, emotional regulation and well-being in functional neurological disorder, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Kira Ann Fay. For work including research on working with sexual vulnerability, the experiences of NHS clinicians supporting people with learning disabilities, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Georgina Fox. For work including research on care-experienced young people's experiences of natural mentoring and trust in professional relationships, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Ben Gibbons. For work including research on exploring the positive impact of continuing bonds, nostalgia and reminiscence in coping with bereavement, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Murray Graham. For work including research on the experiences of professionals and service providers working with Arab asylum seekers and refugees in the UK, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Hanan Hamlawi. For work including research on predictors of vicarious trauma and burnout in assistant psychologists, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Amy Megan Harrison. For work including research on survivors' experiences of coping and help seeking for intimate partner violence during pregnancy and the COVID-19 pandemic in the United Kingdom, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Jessica Head. For work including research on autism spectrum condition and eating psychopathology, relationships between alexithymia, cognitive flexibility and interoception, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Hayley Johns. For work including research on exploring the characteristics of homicide-suicide, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Jessica Christine Kenworthy. For work including research on investigating accelerated forgetting in temporal lobe epilepsy and the impact of psychological states on awake craniotomy recovery, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Iram Lone Dewan. For work including research on psychological flexibility, self-compassion, spirituality as predictors of mental well-being in UK adults living with a primary malignant brain tumour, receiving the Psychology Department Debbie Wood Prize, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Katie McLeod Peters. For work including research on parental experiences of power and threat within the context of a strengthening families' approach to safeguarding, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Shona Murdoch. For work including research on fathers' experiences of neonatal care, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Sarah Pratt. For work including research on associations between maladaptive schemas, early trauma and mental health in functional neurological disorders, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Grace Sunnerton. For work including research on South Asians' perspectives towards psychology and accessing psychological support, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Fatia Zaman. Master's degree in Health Psychology, Natalia Bednars. Abby Lauren Page Brown. Holly Coulter. Stephanie Hayward. Holly Hume. Karina McHale. Fatia Musa. Marina Alexandra Tudor. Master's degree in Integrative Psychotherapy, Guy Beresford. Candice Bolton. Joe Gibson. Chris Henderson. Vicky King. Sally Morrison. Rebecca Squire. Ruth Stephen. Master's degree in person-centred and experiential psychotherapy, Chloe Hallat. Laura Halliwell. Carolyn Kempster. Alison Little. Simon Alexander Lowe. Hallie McLaughlin. Hejian Nobre Rance. Master's degree in psychology. Saeed Hassan Abbas. James Bailey. Sophie Reed. Laura Robinson. Sue Wright Lewis. And being awarded the Master's degree in psychology posthumously, Beth Georgina Cox. Master's degree in psychotherapeutic counselling, Zoe Bate. Kerry Amanda Bowers. Vic Brooks. Joanne Shashia. Rio Diedrich. Nadine Johnson. Receiving the Psychology Department Prize for Highest Postgraduate Achievement, Lynn Jones. Leanne Martin. Zoe Papianik Blore. Clara Elisa Rodriguez. Carl Smith. Tanya Wright. Postgraduate Diploma in Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, Danielle Bate. Molly Bowen. Amy Cope. Amber Davis. Ellie Gibson. Lara Green. Louise Humphreys. Sonia Hussain. Kate Jarrett. Molly Partington. Karen Patterson. Katie Simpson. Charlie Smith. Emily Swan. Natasha Louise Wilkinson. Postgraduate Diploma in Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Mary Kathleen Finn. Estella Beth Endelovu. Bachelor's degree in Counselling and Psychotherapy, Maria Apiafi. Samantha Armstrong. Jane Ann Batley. Nick Beeling. Danielle Benton. Hitomi Boys. Juliet Brain. Faith Brewster. Matt Calvert. Rachel Cole. Donna Ellis. Vicky Falloon. Deborah Goldsborough. Samantha Goose. James Harris. Alina Hawke. Sarah Holt. Ian Mackenzie. Flora Markham. Liz Rouston. Jade Sharif. Luca Sabila. Samantha Smith. Emma Louise Woolhead. Steph Wright. Bachelor's degree in Forensic and Criminological Psychology, Sophia Khan. Bachelor's degree in Psychological Studies, Neve Wild. Bachelor's degree in Psychology, Emmanuel Adjabing Frimpong Manso. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Child Development, Zara Musawi. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Counselling, Kimberly Cody. Omario Lafter. Sandy Simonson Dunn. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Criminology, Sophie Booth. University Professional Diploma in Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Charlotte Galliers Parker. Bachelor's degree in Nursing Practice, Mental Health, Gareth Semweo. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology.
I now invite Carl Smith, a graduating student from the class of 2025, to the platform to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the graduating cohort.
Hello, graduate guests and platform party. I would like to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to the University of Staffordshire and to everyone who's been a part of my journey here. A lot can happen in 7 years. For me, everything has changed since I joined this university as an undergraduate in 2018. When I first started, I was shy and unsure of myself. I did not yet have a clear direction or confidence in where I was going, but I knew I wanted to learn more about who I was. 7 years later, I am proud to stand here as a fully qualified psychotherapist, having completed both my undergraduate degree in counselling and psychology and my master's in psychotherapeutic counselling, finishing that journey with a distinction. During my time here, I have met some truly remarkable people. From tutors whose insight and compassion have shaped not only how I think, but who I am, to peers whose honesty and courage in sharing their experiences have continually inspired me. Together, we have learned to sit with pain, to appreciate silence, and to listen not just with our ears, but with our whole selves. There is a quote by Carl Jung that has always stayed with me. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. I think that captures the heart of what this journey has been. Studying psychotherapy is not only about understanding others, it is about turning inward, confronting yourself, and learning to hold both your strengths and vulnerabilities with compassion. To my fellow graduates, we have listened, reflected, and questioned endlessly. We have written essays on theories that at times felt abstract, only to find them alive in the therapy room. And we have discovered that growth does not come from knowing all the answers, but from having the courage to sit in not knowing. I want to take a moment to recognise our course leader, Mari, whose guidance and calm presence provided stability during times of uncertainty. Stepping into the role, she supported us with unwavering care and reassurance, and for that, we are deeply grateful. And now a special mention to someone who's been by my side throughout this journey, my partner, Rebecca Wright. For the past 8 years, you've been nothing but supportive in my journey to get to this point. Your encouragement, patience, and belief in me have carried me through every challenge. Without you, I would not be standing here today, and I am forever grateful. And whilst I had this opportunity, it would be wrong not to mention my mum. Her perseverance and strength have been a guiding example of resilience, and I hope I continue to make her proud. This is only the beginning of our journey as therapists. The work ahead will continue to ask much of us: patience, humility, and above all, compassion. But I know that everyone here has what it takes to make a lasting difference in the lives of others. On behalf of all of us, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to our lecturers, supervisors, and support staff. You have guided us with care, challenged us when we needed it most, and modelled what true empathy looks like. So please join me in showing our appreciation for the people who helped us discover not just our profession, but ourselves. Let us make as much noise as we can to thank them.
I invite Mike Phillips, Executive Dean, to deliver the closing remarks.
Graduates, huge congratulations to every one of you. Be proud of what you have achieved. As Executive Dean of the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, it's a genuine privilege to stand here today and to celebrate your achievements. This moment marks the culmination of years of study, exploration and reflection. Years spent trying to understand not only how people think, but why they feel, act and respond the way they do. You've studied the complexities of the human mind, explored what drives behaviour, and learned how to listen, not just to others, but to yourself. You have examined evidence, challenged assumptions, and embraced the courage it takes to hold space for uncertainty and emotion. From psychology and counselling to forensic, health and clinical psychology, you have each contributed to a deeper understanding of what it means to be human. You have combined science with empathy, research with reflection, and theory with practice, helping to bridge the gap between knowledge and care. Every placement, every piece of research, every difficult conversation and every moment of insight has shaped the person and the professional that you have become. And though today marks an ending, it's also a beginning. You now step forward as psychologists, counsellors, therapists and researchers and well-being practitioners who will help others make sense of their experiences and find ways to heal and to grow. The world you're entering needs people like you. People who understand that behind every statistic is a story and behind every symptom is a person. You are those people. At University of Staffordshire, we're proud to deliver next generation education. Education that encourages you to think deeply, act ethically, and use your knowledge to make a lasting difference in the world. Carry that forward with confidence. Continue to question, to listen, to empathise, and to explore. Use your learning not just to understand the mind, but to strengthen the heart. Please stay connected with each other and with us. As University of Staffordshire alumni, you're part of a community of psychologists, therapists and counsellors whose work improves lives and shapes understanding every day. In a world full of noise, listen carefully. In a world full of judgment, stay curious. And in a world full of pressure, be kind to others and to yourself. I want to leave you with the words of Oprah Winfrey, broadcaster, author, and one of the world's most influential champions of personal growth, who reminds us to turn your wounds into wisdom. Graduates, may you use everything you have learned in your studies and in life to create understanding, compassion, and positive change wherever you go. Now, before we move forward with today's celebrations, our MC will explain what happens next. But first, I'd like to ask all graduates and guests to please stand if you're able. And now on my countdown, let's raise the roof with a huge cheer and round of applause for our graduates. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Executive Dean. Now that concludes your graduation ceremony, but the party is, of course, just beginning. Let me remind you what happens next. When I finish speaking, I will ask you if you are able to stand. That will be the signal for our harpist to begin playing and for the mace bearer to approach the stage. The mace bearer will then lead the platform party, followed by our academics, out of the Catalyst Gallery via the rear doors. There they will form a guard of honour for our students who will follow on. Once outside, graduates, you will be met by our photographer and photographic marshals who will choreograph that iconic academic cap throw photograph. Guests, this is where we need your help. At the signal of our ushers, once the last of the graduates have exited, you are free to join them outside and watch as we take that photo, should you wish to. We do appreciate that the weather isn't so great today, so you may remain seated here in the warm and dry Catalyst Hall and watch the cap photo on the big screens. If you do choose to head outside straight away, please be guided by our ushers and ambassadors who will tell you where to congregate, and also please don't forget to take your belongings outside with you. The official picture by our photographer, Mark, will be made available to everyone in the coming days. As soon as the photo has been taken, we'd like to invite all graduates and guests to make their way to the LRV, where refreshments will be served, music will be playing, and the alumni photo booth and merchandise stall awaits you. And you should definitely try the apple crumble and custard while you're over there. Gowns can then be returned to the registration area before you leave campus. Graduates, this is your day. We couldn't be more proud of you. Now it's time to party. So please be upstanding if you are able. Harpist, if you please.